Hi everyone, my name is Shelley. Welcome to the bookshop. Tonight I'm doing some flip throughs of some journals I've been working on. I've been gone for quite a while, trying to just learn my craft, get better at these journals. I think I was very average and I just wanted to be better. Anyway, I'm going to do some flip throughs, starting with this one. But I do want to spend about 5 seconds on each of the other ones just to show you what they look like. I've got a mini one of this same cover. Looks like it's twin, but in smaller size. I've got a stacked letter journal, blue color scheme. It's got a writing journal at the back and then 7 envelopes stacked on top with letters and other ephemera. I've got this little beauty. This was inspired by Rachel at Roxy Creations. She had shown a journal that she found, old antique journal. She found it, that Italian version of a flea market, I guess. And it was beautiful. So I'm going to be doing more of these. I actually ordered some papers from her. And then the last one is, this is my first altered book. It's a Reader's Digest. It is packed full and I love it. It was so fun to make, so different. I love the cover. I've been working a lot on making more interesting, kind of beautiful covers is what I'm shooting for. Anyway, first we've got this. It is about 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. Yeah, it's got, I think, a 2 1/4 inch spine. Yeah, a 2 1/4, and it's 4 to 5 inches. I mean, it's packed. Metal book corners, buttons on the spine. The closure is an old piece of sari silk. Can't even see it here. It's got the crocheted lace sewn to it. I love it's all tattered. I put the nice long filigree pieces here. I do that a lot when I'm wrapping a journal just to make it stronger front and back. So when you wrap around, it doesn't just get all caved in. So I did this, made this book cover probably 2 years ago. Same with the little one and several others. And then I put them away. I had bought some fabric and I actually made the signatures at that time too. But when I picked this up a couple of weeks ago, I bought ARTYmaze Vintage Days journal kit and I added it to what I already had. So this is from the ARTYmaze kit. So is this paper back here. She had some of the background papers in the different colors. I love those. So just ephemera. This journal has a few. These are real pressed flowers from my yard. This is a Queen Anne's lace. But I think the leaves are from like a carrot plant. I plant a vegetable garden. And the carrot leaves are pretty cool and they go with everything. This is the first day issue envelope and stamp from 1957. And then we've got the old vintage car there. I used a lot of black lace. This one and the antique journal have black lace, and this was actually, I think, the first one, whichever one. It's first time I've ever used black lace was with these journals. It's got 3 signatures. It's got, I think, 200. Is it here? 208 pages. So we're just going to go quickly. I use so many different papers. I love this. I will have to put in the description box where I got some of the papers. Coffee dyed lace pattern. This is the green painter's paper, and I've been using that a lot, and I combine it with player piano paper. because neither one of them are really suitable on their own. This is Tim Holtz wallpaper. These are from my antique embroidery book, and I sewed on a lot of the tags. Grid paper, stamped on the corners, some coffee dyed paper. I think this is Die Cuts with a View, the heirloom stack, parchment paper. I added, for a little bit of color, because it doesn't have a whole lot, I made this with tissue paper, a couple of large pockets, or large tags, and there's also a couple of pockets made with this pretty colorful paper. This is a flip out, or flip in, it flips this way, and it's just got some tags. This is from the ARTYmaze, so is that. These are her freebie, the numbers. Love using those. See, I've been watching her, so learning how to make some more interesting tags besides just cut out. And this has a little notepad in it. There's a couple of notepads in this journal, and plus the separate little mini notebook. Coffee dyed paper. It's from the Die Cuts with a View. This is old ledger. It was really long, and I had to cut it off, and it's really wide. You'll see the other half of it. I think this is Shabby Dabby Doodah Mayfair. And then old script pocket. You'll see one of these in almost every journal I do. And postcards. I love to use the postcards. I love this one with the red script. Coffee dyed paper. I put lines on the back of a lot of stuff. This is old graph paper. I got it at the thrift store. This is a real vintage bingo card. I just put a little number on there. This is from ARTYmaze Kit. Zip pocket. This is from ARTYmaze Kit. I made this little, it will unfold, and it's got this little story is from Aesop's Fables, but then the rest of it is just writing space. And this is the real color of the paper. I did not ink this, if you can see that dark edge. It's very cool. And I think I saw this little kind of envelope fold out thing on Jessica Rapp. And there's 2 Spanish language cards here, and that's the Spanish. The translation is to remember yesterday. Recollection, memory. I thought that was good for this book. To remember yesterday, the vintage days. That's the name of ARTYmaze Kit. There's some napkin, decoupage. There's another tag. This one has the gold flower sticker on some collage. And then this paper was embossed and inked with some pretty green ink. This is the other side. Yeah, I love these alphabet things. I have a lot of different ones in here. This is the other side of the ledger paper I was talking about, how wide it is. So I put these little tabs to pull it out. And obviously to write on it, you know, you just fold it over, or, you know, you can fold it over this way and write on it. It's not like you pull it out and write over here. At first I thought you had to, and then I was like, oh wait. Okay, another tag. And this envelope has a window in it. This was made from using an envelope, this pocket. And there's a tag there. And then there's some paper there. So interesting even when you remove the tag. Sticker. This is from ARTYmaze. This is, I think, ARTYmaze too. Piece of ephemera. That's from the kit. And this is from the kit. And then this, I got this idea from Tracy Fox. She does the little metal chain. I thought that was really cool. So I think there's another one too, a different style of chain and a kind of different themed tag. The other side of the parchment paper, some more. So here's some more alphabet and postcards. Everything is blank on the back. A lot of them have this manila writing paper. I really love that paper. It's got like a little texture to it. Black lace. Isn't it pretty? I love using black lace. I think I got that from Shabby Dabby Doodah, Tina. She uses a lot of black lace, and when I saw her doing that, I thought, even the alphabet on the eye chart. Another postcard. This one's from a pad. You can see the cool design on there. Oh, pretty. Tim Holtz wallpaper. Oh, this has a... Oh, the paper clip. It's one of the Tim Holtz little tiny paper clips. I think it's just to keep those in there so they don't go sliding out. Here's another of the little paper clips. And here's some stuff I made. These number tags from a Bohemian crafter. Is that what it's called? Anyway, this is from ARTYmaze. And I used gold, the wax paste on the embossed card, the raised script. That's the first signature. And there's another. I made this tag a couple of years ago. This one has real pressed flowers, but I didn't put it under plastic like I did the first one. It just has several layers of glue, of decoupage glue, but some like pansies and the carrot leaves. And then, yeah, this was embossed to get the texture. And I used an old, what'd they call them? Gelato, like crayon. And I rubbed it over the raised part to get those lines black like that. Then we got a crocheted flower, doily, coffee dyed paper, some stenciling, CD case here. There's an old picture. Oscar Phipps and wife Dimple. Isn't that cute? That cracked me up when I saw it. On the back you can write. It flips out. More stenciling. This is from the Vintage Days kit, and then this is some more of that green painter's paper and the paper from the player piano music. So I tried to pick a piece that had a lot of space so you could write on it. This is from a paper pad, parchment paper, a couple tags in here. That's from the kit. This is from an old kit, or an old paper pad. Lavender Chateau, it was called. Papers. Beautiful old script, 1866. This doily is from Rachel at Roxy Creation's sister, her sister Sarah. I got a kit of doilies from her. I love that. This paper is vintage too. And let's remove this stuff so I can show you. It folds out also. So nice big piece of paper. Got a little clip here. This is another first day issue, 6 cents, 1950 airmail. Love the color, the red stamp. This is a little envelope I made using ARTYmaze papers. It's got a little tag in it, writing on the back. Put some paper in there, sewed around the little envelope window. Some lace, just a little cute. And then I've got some map paper here. I think I printed this from somewhere. I don't think, oh no, that is Maybe Tim Holtz or something looks like on the back. And here's another kit using elements from ARTYmaze. These are all elements from ARTYmaze. The numbers, the words. I know some of those are freebies. Some of them are from the kit. I think the pictures from the Vintage Days kit. Now this is a tri-fold tag. She makes the 3 big tags, which you can cut apart or keep them together. I kept them together. To get this out, though, you can't just pull on it. It won't come out. You have to bend the page, and that will slide right out. And then you have these 3 tags that you can write on. Yeah. And this side has the images. And then to put it back under there, you just tip that up. This is the center of the signature. I used a strip of the photo tickets for a tuck spot. This is a ARTYmaze tag. Tim Holtz paper. This is a Rita Donnelly flip. Place for some little secret journaling. Butterfly. I just made this from some tissue paper I have with this design on it. And then another tag using elements. I'm layering with some cheesecloth and doily, and I put a little fabric flower on there. I never used to make those kind of things. I used to cut all my tags out of the kit, stick them in, put in like 100 tags in a kit. I'd rather put in 50 tags and have really cool ones. This unties, then this unfolds, and there's a pretty hefty notepad in here. Fold it up, tie it up. This other side of the stack. These 3 might look familiar because a lot of people have them. They come from the Graphics Fairy. Pretty, like old vintage French calling cards where she's taken the print out. And then I backed them. This parchment paper, this is a stencil. Not a stencil, a rub-on. Isn't it cool? I have a whole bunch of this. I tried to think of ways to incorporate it because I love it. It's like old, wrought iron fencing or something. Little stenciling. Here's another. We've got another. This is a double tag, but I've used some metal chain, some ball chain. So yeah, I definitely got this from the idea from Tracy Fox. Put some lace on there. Used ARTYmaze numbers, a little bit of ticking, and then I made this envelope. This one has a little metal spinner on it, like from a photo album or something, I think. This is another little, they're just little, so that's the complete thing. It's cute. And whoever, when you buy it, you can read them. Old vintage ephemera. But yeah, I used the paper to line it, Aesop's Fable pages, because they're kind of brittle. I can't use them by themselves. They have to be made into something else. Writing paper. There's a lot of room to write in this journal. As much as I like to add, I mean, almost all these pages you can write on. This is a triple pocket. That's ARTYmaze tag. This one's pretty plain. This one I did just a little, very little collage of 2 different kinds of paper, and then a sticker, ARTYmaze word and an ARTYmaze number with some pretty little fabric up there. But I love this tag. I think it's so pretty. It's so simple, but the black and then the flowers with this is napkin and that's scrapbook paper. So the 2 types of paper, they went so perfectly together, and I just love that tag. Here's another little untie. This one is pockets. This one doesn't have a notepad, but there's 2 tags here. Oh, actually, I think these are not like separate journal cards. She's had the part of the kit, and you can cut them apart, or, you know, I print lines on the back side once I print the images. There's another one over here. So it's writing inside and then writing on the back. And then there's 4 tags in here. I've had these forever. I think they come from Tsunami Rose. But just some vintage images, like the camera and the bike. And then this one has the typewriter and an old shoe. So I really thought they were perfect for this journal. And, you know, I've had them sitting around for 2 years. So a couple of pieces of ephemera, a tag from the kit. This is oh, I keep thinking that's a tag. That tag I made into like a pocket tuck spot. It's glued here, and then I glued 2 pieces of like scrap that I tore and inked to make 2 little pockets. So that's how I made that pocket, and then it's a tuck spot too for a really nice large tag. Just simple. I had some green paper, and I glued some of the lined paper onto it, and just a cutoff from the kit that was left over. Lace, the green painter's paper. Here's that tissue paper made into a pretty little side pocket with the player piano paper. And then this is another tag. See, this is me learning to layer and use fabrics and laces on my tags, and I love using the photos and the numbers that ARTYmaze has. And then there's a little bling. I layered 2 butterflies too and put some little pearls on there. Paper, so much room to write, right? This is a junk mail envelope, so I made a nice tag. I thought it worked out perfect. I didn't do anything. This is just an offcut, sewed around it, and then, you know, the picture was in the perfect place to put it in an envelope. And so I did that, and then stuck it on, made it a flip out, and then put some of the lined paper on this side. So you can journal there too. All this writing space. Little stencil butterfly. This is more of that ledger paper. There's been a few different pieces from this. I'll have to write it in there. I can't remember her name, but the kit is called like Blue Velvet. This is one of my first belly bands I ever made. I sure have never made one like this before. It's like a snippet belly band with lace, and I used the little pictures and a button in the center and some bling on a crocheted flower. Of course, I love it. I think it came out so pretty. It takes me a minute, but then when it started coming together, and then I made this. It has the 3 windows with the clear, I keep wanting to say cellophane, but whatever it's called. Anyway, it's a big journaling card. I embossed it and then put the gold wax on there. It's really slick. And then there's the 3 different clocks. They're all old, like vintage clocks. I thought those were cool. I just got them off of a piece of like scrap paper or something. I had that idea. And there's more writing room, piece of parchment paper. This is from the kit. More writing space. This is just an old piece of scrapbook paper. Here's another first day, 1959. And a 4-cent stamp. All of these pockets that are in here have a pocket behind. This is the pocket here. That's going behind the pocket. And I did that on all of them. I don't know if everything has something in it. Anyway, this is another I embossed. So simple. I forget who I saw do this. Maybe like 49 Dragonflies or something. Someone like that. But embossed the paper. I don't think that this was her idea. The little simple tag with the stamp and the butterflies, and then put it on the tag on a background. And then I added the roses and so. But I love all the people with their generous showing their ideas. You know, that's what I've been doing, is watching other people and learning. Like I said, ARTYmaze, Tracy Fox. Now these tags I didn't embellish, so you can decorate them yourself if you want. They're just, I did the collage, and I like them how they are. So you can leave them or decorate them. Here's two more of the Spanish foreign language cards, and when you turn them over, it says to come home. This says house, but it also means home. So to come home. La casa. So these are just like in the other signature. These are double pockets, the little lace pocket, and then the pocket there. Center of the signature, and this is the last signature. Just a couple pieces of ephemera in here. A little decoupage rose up there. Some more writing space. Parchment paper. More writing space. Isn't this pretty? This is an old piece of scrapbook paper. Like I said, I put these signatures originally together 2 years ago, and then I added these papers and the ARTYmaze papers and the vintage like ledger paper. This tag is one of those that goes over the page. So I printed the lines this way. And then here's another, it's a long piece. So a lot of writing room there. Looks like I wrinkled it a little bit. But there's a bunch of these little paper clips in here if you're a fan of the Tim Holtz tiny paper clips. Lots more writing room. All of this. And then another nice big tag into this punched out heavy duty craft paper. A little stenciled rose. Writing space. This is from the paper pad. And then these pockets come from the ARTYmaze Vintage Days kit. These tags don't, but I thought they went pretty good. Since there was 3 tags, I put 2 plain ones in here. And then I did this one. That's pretty simple too. This is a napkin. And then I used one of ARTYmaze numbers and a simple little lace topper. But sometimes you don't need a lot. I liked this the way it turned out. The last page, and then these last 2 pockets. ARTYmaze kit, her numbers, on top of a little collage. And then I've got another of the first day issue, James Monroe. This is from 1958. I love the little purple stamp. It's a 3-cent stamp. You know, and they tell you honoring James Monroe bicentennial, 1758 to 1958. Has his home there, I think. The author of the Monroe Doctrine. And then some real pressed flowers from my yard. A little bachelor button, and not a pansy, but whatever the other one is. And then I sewed around them, and I used the numbers with some embossing powder. And again, that one's behind the pocket. The envelope is, and this is in the pocket, and then this is in this pocket. And that's it. I'll show you this little notebook. It's just a little writing one. It's perfect for in your purse. It's just got a little elastic band. The signature is sewn in, and it's got some little black and silver beads on it. And there's a pocket in the front and a pocket in the back, and they each have like 4 little tags. I actually gessoed on these because they had print on the front and the back. This one has lines. And then the rest of the paper, I think, is pretty much just blank some avocado dyed paper. This is just packaging. More avocado dyed. Yeah. For the most part, blank. Every now and then a decorative page. That's old graph paper. Yeah. And the rest of this is all for writing. So, like I say, it's perfect for in your purse or something. Guess with that so you can write on it. And then another tag, another pocket with 4 tags in it. So a good place to put receipts or something. You can write your lists, or when you're out and you think of something that you need to write down. Perfect. Matching little mini journal to go with this one. So these will both be listed on my eBay. I will put a link in the description below so you can go see how much it is if you want to buy it. The people from eBay will probably be coming to watch the video instead of the other way around. So anyway, I'm going to do some more videos for the other journals, so come back and check those out too, okay? Thank you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.